Hey everybody, it's Erin Reed from Erin Reed Makes. Today I'm going to bring you my top 5 stamps and our stamp and die sets that I absolutely loved to use in 2019. This could be a brand new one that I got, or it could have been one that I've had in the past that I just pulled out over and over again, or I love the card that I made with that particular stamp set. So without further ado, here's my top 5 stamp and die sets for 2019. So my first pick for my stamps for this year is this cute set from Ida Rose Stamps. And it's called You Got This. I love it because it's such full of wonderful sentiments, and I've used it on a variety of different cards this year. Here's just a few of them. So what I've done is I've on the inside of this card, on this little pull out part, I did a little stamp, It's a Happy Day, which was right there. And I did the same card with a different front, and I changed it up and I put Mistakes or Prove You're Trying, which again is right there. So I got a lot of use out of this. May All Your Dreams Come True was right down here, which was the banner I used. And then as you open up this card, on the inside, love what you have, need what you want, accept what you receive, give what you can. And that's the sentiment out there. And then there's, like with love, there's a long sentiment. There's a lot of little swirly pieces. There's another one, bend in the road is not the end of the road. So I just love all the different sayings that are in here. And I've used them multiple times with a lot of different cards. This is just a few smatterings of some of them. So my first pick is the Ida Rose Stamps, which is a small company. They just have a few stamps out. This was one of the other stamps that comes from them. I'm putting on the white background so you guys can see it better. And that's where I used these little guys right here. Well, this one, and then I got this from another stamp set that they have. But you really can see how cute they are. But the sentiment stamp itself is just my favorite, hands down. And I've pulled this out and used it so many times. So this is my number 1 pick. My number 2 pick is this cute stamp and die set from Maker's Movement. This is the Berry Christmas. I just love these little bears, of which I used them on this card that's got a little pull out, and you can actually tuck in behind and have this be like a little fold and hold enclosure. There's a better way to say that, but it's like a little hidden closure card that you can see, and so it just kind of fits right in. Either you can tuck it back a bit in here, just like that. There we go. And so it fits right in there. And so I used the sentiment from there, obviously the bear. I did do all 3 bears, but I gave one of the cards away. And then it's got the little pieces. It's got the stamp. It's got a Christmas tree. So you got a Christmas tree, a present, or a book. And you can even do the star and just fussy cut that out. And that fits in, and it actually has little pieces. So when you die cut it, that these little hands are for, it leaves an opening so you can tuck the little book or the present or the tree inside there, and it just makes a super cute object. The other reason why I really love this stamp set and die set is because I haven't even used the houses yet. The houses to me is like a super, it doesn't have to have anything to do with Christmas, and same with the bears. The bears just could go winter if you wanted to go that route. You could get rid of the Merry and the Christmas and just do the books, and it looks like cute bears singing. But then you have all of these houses, which could totally be for welcome to your new home, glad you're renting, happy you sold your home, hope you enjoy your move. I mean, you name it, or just a cute home that you want to have as, and it's got the dies to go with all those as well. So it's got a lot of options for this one stamp set that you think is Christmas, but then you look at it from another point of view and you're like, oh, it really isn't just for Christmas. It could be just about for anything. So this is my number 2 pick from Maker's Movement, Berry Christmas. My number 3 pick are these stamp sets from Butler. They're through Unity Stamp Set, and they are background builders. Some of the background builders come as long strips, which is how I did the background strips that you see on this card. And every background's a little bit different. She's got a whole bunch of these sets where there are lots of strips, or it's the combination of different shapes that you see down here. And you can go through and you can build them up, create your own backgrounds using your own stamp color. So basically you're making your own background of paper. And this is just purely for card making, but you could use this same stamp set and on fabric, on wood. And the cool thing about them is that because the way the stamp is designed, they butt right next to each other. So there's no separation in the way the stamp, you don't have a gap in the stamp, which I think is really cool. For this stamp set, you can see that there's different shapes. So here you can flip over, you can tell I use this one right here. I haven't cleaned it off, it's been bad. But you use this one, and I used 2 different colors. It was a 1st generation and a 2nd generation. And I just made a background stamp for that and using this one. But then there's a smaller square, and I've used them for other cards as well. I just think it's a really fun stamp set. I also use the same kind of concept for this. So for the backgrounds of the trees, I use, here you can see there's the Christmas trees. It's the Christmas trees from this stamp set right here, where I layered it out and then I die cut it out. And for this one, it was the plaid. So I used the plaid going in 2 different directions, and then just die cut out the tree. So you get this cool background that you can get from the tree. And so it just really is a neat stamp set that you can do a lot with in terms of making your own backgrounds using a die, you know, layering up, making all kinds of cool, just it's basically background builders in whatever color you want. So if you've got, you know, a certain set of something that you want to create with it, this is a great way to blend those two pieces together. And see, here's another one where I was using that previous stamp set, the one that I showed you earlier, the With Love. Here it is again on another card. I'll tell you how much I really loved using that particular stamp set this year. My fourth pick is actually a combination of two stamp sets that came from Fawn. This is the Donna, and this one is the You're a Star, and it comes with coordinating dies, but it's those little mini tiny die stamp and die sets, the lawn or whatever they're called. I don't know, they're little tiny, so they're really affordable, and it was just blending two. They both had ocean life with them and creating one card with it. So you could totally create a card that just looks like this. So this is a really easy opening card and just having some fun playing with this stamp set. Or you can create this and make this a fun fold card, which is what I did here with all these amazing panels, and just playing with having fun with all the different elements, just using a whole bunch of sea stars on one page and making, you know, a You're a Star page, or, you know, the jelly, I'm so jelly, and just kind of playing with it and having fun with all the different flaps that are in this particular fun fold card. So it's like a flip flap fun fold card is what I called it. And I just had fun layering different colors of papers. All these are just different background papers that have come from different companies. I think these were all Fawn actually. And just adding some elements to make it look like it's a sand drift or the ocean or waves, you know, or like underwater with bubbles. And it just made this card really fun and easy, and it had a lot to do with just fun with the ocean. So it's a great way to use up those little stamp sets that you get, but you can really have a lot of fun with different cards. You could even take any of these panels like the I'm So Jelly and put that on the front. So there's a lot of different variations for the cards, or even the one where You're a Star, that could be the front of your card and just leaving it just like that. Or a combination like this if you don't want to go with the fun fold. So lots of variations for this one card using a combination of both the stamp sets, or you could just do one. It's up to you. So my fourth pick are these Fawn stamp sets called Donna and You're a Star. And my last pick is one that's from Motion Crafts. They have a really, really cool stamp set that came out this year. And this one had a whole bunch of little unicorns. And the purpose behind it was to make something like this, a little flip book, where your little guy moves along and you could go do it in both different directions. And so I turned it into a card. And then I also used one of the little unicorns as a focal point, along with some of the stamps they actually had in a different stamp set with them. But look, there's the rainbow, which I've used on another card. And then they had a balloon. I used a balloon on something else, but as you can see, I used some of the little hearts that are on here and kind of played around with that. So it's got, and also has stars. And then over here, obviously I used the rainbow, and there's lots of little directions that you can use with your little unicorns that you have, and just simple coloring, super easy to fussy cut out, which I think is awesome. And then it also has an alphabet set, so you can go through and you can add your own alphabet if you want to. So just a really fun and cute card that you can make by using a lot of different unicorn shapes. They could be happy, they could be surprised, they could be jumping, they could be playing with a ball. I mean, there's just lots of fun. They could be acting shy. So it really is just a cute, fun stamp set. So I hope you enjoy my top 5 picks for stamp sets for 2019. Some of them are brand new for 2019. Some of them I just happened to get, but it's ones that I've pulled out and I've used more than one time, or I just really enjoyed using it and I made more than one card while I was doing it, or I keep coming back and looking at that card that I made that year and go, that's a really cute card. I really enjoy that card. That card's fun. I love that stamp set. Or like I said, I keep pulling it out and using that same sentiment over and over. Or the stamp has more than one use. Or I can get lots of fun elements out of it and create from one little stamp set a really big, thick card, which I think is kind of fun. So thanks so much for stopping by. Videos for how I made all of the cards that I showed you are down below, along with some of the links to each of these stamp sets that I showed you. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button. Bye-bye, everybody.